Alright, sweet. Back live on YouTube. Hopefully y'all can hear me. If you can't, I'm terribly sorry. Once people start rolling in though, or coming into chat, then hopefully I can tell whether the thing's working. However, today we're going to be focusing on adding some new things to the docket. A couple new systems, and also probably a couple other just small quality of life features, at least just for now, since we're getting closer and closer to release. So, oh, hey Dildasher, what's good? How's the weekends? So yeah, I don't really know exactly what we're gonna be doing this stream, but we will find out quick enough. Okay, so yeah, it just started. Yeah, I know, it just started. So yeah. Oh, it seems my chat's not working. That is unfortunate. Interesting. My chat isn't working. 1 second. Let me see. I'll see if I can fix that real quick. But I highly doubt it. And if that's the case, then I'll just have to deal with it, I guess. Oh, what? Nope. Never mind. Chat does work. Alright, so we've got it working now, at least, though. So, I guess let's get into the systems that we're thinking of implementing. So, for those of you who don't know, I did recently get some new animations. So, let me see if I can find those real quick on my other monitor real quick. So yeah, we have this whole thing. So yeah, we got a lot of animations. I forgot I had this, but I have like this whole thing where I think it was maybe like 20, 30, no, maybe, I think it was maybe like 10, 20 bucks. And I got like 30 like sets of like different moves. So I've got a bunch of these. So I think the ones I'm probably gonna implement are the cutlass ones, because I really like this kind of style of animation. It's a lot of yeah, I know, right? So yeah, I think this might be the new unequip animation. Block, we got ourselves a good idle animation. Hello, Spurno. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Grip, I think that's probably not a good one, but okay, this is a good gripping animation. We'll eventually implement support for like whatever weapon you're using being the grip animation that you play. So we'll probably implement that in today as well. I have like a bunch of different animations. Some of these are better than others, like significantly better than others. So we'll have to find out what. And also came with abilities as well. So I could theoretically implement some abilities now that I have animations. We also have a new spear animation, but I like the old one better, so I think we're going to stick with the old one. However, we do have a new spear block animation, which might be nice, so yeah, we have that implemented. Great sword animations. These are really lame. I don't really like these. However, I will be taking this grip animation probably for once we implement great sword. We also have a bunch of new fist M1s. These aren't really good, or I guess these are really good, just not the style I'm going for. So we won't really be using these probably unless like I necessarily have to. Hello, Seek to Golo. Welcome to stream. So 194 subs W. Thank you, Dildasher. You the goat. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you all so much for joining. And yeah, so dagger animations. I have like a couple variants. We're probably going to implement this assassination animation as well. Remember me. I'll try. I've got really bad memory, but we'll find out. We have bow animations as well. So yes, bow and arrow will be implemented. I don't know if it's in this stream, but we'll probably implement it sometime soon. So yeah, we also have flintlock as well. So for dual, we'll be able to play dual guns. So that will be a fun thing. All right, 1 sec. I'm going to close out my Steam. I completely forgot I had that. So I'm just going to close out stream. Is this like maybe an RPG game? Kind of. It's more like a do whatever the heck you want kind of thing, but I guess in a way it is, yeah. Alright. So we have a lot of decent animations. Nexus, when you become famous, remember I went to the same high school as you. You're probably going to become famous faster than I do. So, you put in way more work than I do. So you definitely are going to, I'm probably going to be the one saying, oh yeah, I went to Dill Dasher's high school. Yeah, so it's probably going to be the other way around. A lot of these are just redone, like, animations with different rigs. I lost 2 subs in the past week. RIP. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Sometimes it happens. Vex YT, welcome to stream. It's good to see you. Striking advance. Okay, this might be a good move. We might actually implement this as a move later in stream. And also, I forget who it was. Somebody was telling me that there's like no visible parrying animation. That was kind of annoying. So we'll probably implement that as well. Yo, that Cutlass animation peak. Thank you. I didn't animate this. I just got this for like $10 off of a guy. So I honestly had to take it. It was a pretty good deal. I think his name's like Skater Studios, maybe something like that. The guy's really good. Like his animations are pretty decent for like the pretty cheap price. So yeah, honestly, I couldn't pass up such a good deal for all these animations. Nexus on the Roblox. No. Nah, I would never do such a thing. These are musket animations. They look more like Zhurhao though, but I digress. Sword run, offhand run, those aren't really good. Great axe block, gun idle. These look to be just a bunch of like sample animations put into the same rig for some reason. But I will take these. So I think let's first start with importing a couple of these. So I'm thinking let's go easiest to hardest. So because we got the repair animations in like a while, like I don't know, it was ages ago. That's all I remember. So for those who remember these, this is where I got these animations from. Staircase. Oh my gosh. All right. For those who don't know, this guy is like making some level named Staircase in another game. So yeah, this might happen occasionally. Apparently there are a lot of references I'm not aware of. Yeah, let's add multi like weapon grips. So like if you have a specific weapon, you'll be able to grip in a specific way. And also, let's fix this assassination animation because that thing is awful. So yeah, this grip animation is awful, or I guess the grip animation isn't bad, but the grips don't look too good. So we'll fix the grip animation, and then we'll also fix assassination as well. So that will be our current thing on the list. So I'm thinking first, let's fix the assassination animation, and also I might add the dagger in today. We'll find out though. Let's get the dagger real quick. So I'm gonna import the dagger. I'm gonna import the dagger animations, the bow and arrow animations. I'll take the spear animations. Yo, Mr. Nexus. Yes. Seek to go lol. What is it? Someday I get Roblox so I can play this peak. If only that was the truth, honestly. Yeah. Seek to go lol. What is it? Yeah, here's the only thing, Dill Dasher. I don't think this game's ever coming out, if you want the honest truth. It probably won't, because, unfortunately, due to specific requirements that I unfortunately do not meet, I can't publish these projects. Bro, I have an idea for a quest. Okay. I'm all ears. Then I will find your location and log into your computer and play it. I mean, if you want, you probably could. I don't think you need to be on the same computer. Alright, let's take all these animations and put these somewhere. Alright. I'm gonna put these all, like, right here. I'll take the Vamp Dagger animations, because I might use these for an actual animation. Alright. We got a quest idea, hopefully. I mean, I might have already implemented it, but I don't really know. We'll find out. Alright, here we go. Put these right here. And now, the hardest part is going to be implementing these things in. So let's do bow last, because that's like the most annoying thing to do. Is the weapons like the bow have, in my experience, been the most annoying things to use. For like a starter quest, add this guy named Nate, and you need to kill like 5 dummies. Okay, I'm gonna have to hear you out on this, but this sounds a lot like bandit beating. All right, I'll hear you out. Let's do dagger animations. Let's get the assassination animation in firstly. So, the following motor 60 does not have a thing set. So sheath. This has no. Why is it here? Why is it here if it literally does nothing? Okay. Multiple. Okay. The following constraints. Okay, so why is the dagger called a great sword? Okay, whatever, but I don't want it to be a bandit beater. Yeah, me neither, honestly. That's the whole point of this game, is to avoid bandit beating, at least for like as long as I can. Yo, super duper cool dev, welcome to stream. It's good to see you. Okay, can I like? Okay, so I saw your devlog where you made that combat system at its peak, and yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, honestly. That combat system, it took a little bit, but honestly, definitely worth it. For those of you who need to learn combat systems, honestly, I would highly advise learning them. They take a long time to do, but if you know how to do them, number one, people pay a lot for those systems. All right, here we go. Perfect. Now I can just take this, set animation priority. Good, it's already at action 4. Wow, this guy's thinking ahead. Close this out, and now I probably should take all these animation rigs and move them into a folder. So I'm gonna put these into this little folder right here. One more post, and you're going to for sure hit 200. Yeah, I probably will. I don't know though. It just comes down to whether I post something. I'm probably gonna eventually post again. It's just I just don't know. It's been a while, hasn't it? Grip, shovel dig, campfire sitting, being grip, being carried, backstab. Backstab. That's the animation ID. I'm pretty sure. You know what we'll do is we'll undo this. No, wait, no, here, no. Gosh dang it. Yo, I haven't subscribed. Oh. Well, if you think my content is good enough for your subscription, then I would greatly appreciate it. I'll put old right here in the ID just because I want to make sure I still have the old animations. I got this. I like it. Thank you. It's good enough. All right. Let's see here. What's next in the systems? All right. So I'm thinking next, let's add in, or actually, let's test to see if this assassination. Oh wait, I didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I think I get the point you were trying to bring across. Don't worry. Don't worry, man. I get what you're trying to the point you were trying to get across. All right. Huh? Huh? What the heck? Okay, so the problem. Okay, I know the problem now. This happens a lot when it comes to rigs. For some reason, when it is partially that the hitbox is broken. However, there's a second part to this, and that is that here. I'll bet if I look into the source code, I can probably find it. It has an animation like event system built into it. So where is it? Hit service. Here we go. Let's see here. Here we go, backstab. So, it just, if I take a look around here somewhere, I'll probably find it. But, yeah, so it checks if the player's crouching. and then it's just gonna apply extra backstab damage. And right here, yeah, here we go. Get marker reach signal. So throw back to last year when the English. Okay, I'm not even gonna say that because I know the context behind that. I do not need to be jumped for that. Let's add the entire body so that. All right. That should be everything we need, and now we can just publish this. Wait, no. I almost forgot. I need to add the keyframes here. Is there a way I can add a bunch of keyframes here? All right, add a keyframe here, add keyframe here, add keyframe here, and finally add keyframe here. So, make me tester, please. I really wish I could get testers in the game. However, when Roblox did that new publishing change thing, I can't even like let people collaborate with me on the project because of that. So I'd have to like send out, like the only way for people to be able to play the game would be that I would have to send out the source code of the game and let people like play it on Roblox Studio. So like they'd have to like unspoof all the animations and stuff. So that is the only reason why this game isn't out yet. I would publish this game. It's just that we have that whole problem. So unfortunately, yeah, this game won't be able to come out until either Roblox reverts the changes or I don't know. Either they revert the changes or they make it possible so that I find a way to like unobspooficate all the code. What is Roblox doing? That's a good question shared by literally everybody except for their shareholders, probably. Honestly, I have no clue at this point what Roblox is up to. It's probably not anything good, though. Oh. I see it. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna stick with the old animation for now. We'll stick with the old one for now. Bro got 2,000. No, there's no hitbox. That's the whole point. Is the reason why is because I forgot to add in like the hit marker signal. So I'm gonna revert back to the old animation. We'll call this needs fixing backstab, and then this will be the new one. Yeah, I forgot to add in the animation like marker event that indicates that like you're supposed to do that. So now let's do unique grip animations. This is actually hopefully going to be pretty easy. So if I go into player systems and I find the grip not carry component, this pretty much handles all of the major parts for players like being dead. So right here we have the gripping player animation. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. So where it says grip right here, we can actually fix this really easily. So the grip animation, like the kill animation. So when like you finish an opponent off, probably should have rephrased that. There's probably a better way I could have said that. But yeah, it's called grip for some reason in Roblox. It's referred to as a grip. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it originated from like Rogue lineage probably, or Deep Woken, one of those two. Let's see here. I need to find out. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to organize this into like a weird file structure. So I'm gonna have to put it under weapons. So under main probably, I'll put an animation called like grip or something, and that will be like the animation needed. So the cutlass one is gonna be the one I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the cutlass for all the swords, the dagger for all the daggers, spear for spear types, rapier, and then the bow doesn't have a one, so we'll replace it with like a default. We'll have like a default. Battle axe doesn't have one either, but we can replace that easily. Gotta go. All right, see you, Dildasher. All right, let's find out how we're gonna do this. So I'm thinking, or well, I don't even know if it has like if there are things I need to put in there. No, I don't. Okay, good. I don't. There's no animation events I need to put in here. So what I'll have to do is we'll take a look at all these. So first, there's this one, which I think looks pretty good. There's takedown. I do like this one. This could be a really good one for like taking people out, but we'll use this one. And then for you paid your entire life savings for Moon Animator. No, I didn't. I got it back when it was really cheap. It was like maybe 1,600 Robux. So it was pretty cheap for me. I just had like a fair amount of Robux. So I was like, you know what, I'll buy the plugin. Back when it wasn't real money and stuff. And then, all right, let's get the cutlass / sword one taken care of first. First, though, does the sword move at all? It kind of does, but honestly, it's not much of a deal. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, so it's not really like much moves. So yeah, all right. So we'll take this and we'll just publish this real quick. Clip editor. Okay. This rig contains multiple parts which share the same name. Please give unique names to all parts. So blade and extra. Where's that? Oh. I'll just add a W to the end of these because they're supposed to be welds. Clip editor. Okay, what do you mean? If there are multiple blades and oh. I'll add an S to the end of these to indicate it's a sheath, but oh, it's this version. Bro, they all left. Yeah, it is what it is. It happens sometimes. A lot of the numbers fluctuate, but it is what it is. As long as I'm getting work done, that's probably all I need. Following parts affected by multiple motor 60s. So the hilt's affected by multiple motor 60s. Where's the hilt? Blade, extra. Okay, so I just watched your movement and framework. Oh, really? That was like the first devlog. That's crazy. It's crazy to think it's been, what, 6 months maybe? It's peaked. Thank you very much, honestly. I made that entire thing in maybe like... if I had to make a solid guess, maybe like... Ooh. Maybe that took me like a weekend maybe worth of time to make that whole video, though the scripts probably took like maybe another 2 weeks or something like that. I don't really remember. I'm gonna delete this whole cutlass thing. A weekend, yes, it took around a weekend to edit the video, like that. Sorry about that. That's not the animation I'm looking for. You gotta have some crazy work ethic. No, honestly, if I had crazy work ethic, I'd probably be making my most recent video. But unfortunately, I don't have enough work ethic to make the new video. Oh, that's M3. Here we go. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. There are like 2 of the same animation. What? Oh! Can you test my game? Maybe I can. It probably counts in the game. As well as also I don't really know if I should be able to, if I should do that or not. It probably counts. Huh, what? I swear there's like a different animation Moon Animator. My Roblox is freezing. Lovely. Yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. There's a way I can export this. Where is it? Keyframe. File. I want to export this singular one. Okay, how do I not know this? Okay, I guess I've never exported something in Moon Animator in my entire life. Bro, my bad. Don't worry. My YouTube quit on me. Oh, no problem, man. I get it. Alright, I had to rename the animation, so that should hopefully fix it. I don't know if Roblox supports duplicates or not. There we go. This is the one. Alright, so now we'll put this to priority 4 and then publish it. So there we go. And now I can put this under, where is it? It'll go under one-handed and two-handed sword. So I'll go into main, add an animation here. This will be called, there we go. So the animation's in. Now I can just copy this and paste this into other areas. So two-handed sword, I'll paste that into here. Yo, what's your Roblox username? I'm pretty sure it's Nexus_dev20. Let me give you a small donation. Oh, don't feel like you have to, honestly. Let's see here. Two-handed sword. Two-handed sword, variant 2. One-handed sword. Old sword, just in case I use this again, I'll paste the animation in. For dual wield, I don't really need this. For dual wield, I'll just use the single animation as if like nothing happened. And then for fists, I'll just copy the current animation, which is right here. Here we go. So copy this, and then fists, main, paste. Here we go. So we got all the fists, all the swords. Now we just need dagger, spear, and rapier. All right, that I can get done. So let's do spear next, because spear's like my second favorite weapon type, probably implemented. Other than sword, I'd say probably the spear's been my second favorite. All right, multiple parts contain the same name. Meshes/1, meshes/2. Oh, it's the difference between the normal and sheath variant. Alright, that should hopefully fix it. Okay, and now it's saying that... Alright, I can just delete that. There we go. This block animation's kind of mid. And then we'll take this grip. Only thing that could be a problem is that the spear might not orient itself correctly, but we'll find out. Okay, yeah, it does reorient itself, but we'll fix that if it's a problem. If it's not a problem, then I won't fix it, but if it is a problem, then I'll have to fix it. Okay, take that out, and now Roblox isn't letting me donate 5 Robux yet. Honestly, I don't even know, honestly, at this point. Roblox is, it's falling off. Yeah. Honestly, if it wasn't for this game, I would not be on this platform. I would have probably moved over to like one of the other alternative engines that have been made within like the past, what, week or so, maybe? I'm just gonna delete that, so it doesn't... Oh, what? How are there multiple welds affecting the same part when I just deleted it? Select a rig to animate, or select a rig builder. Oh my gosh. Okay, so weld and W hilt are both affecting it, apparently. I'll just delete the sheath as well, just see if that fixes it. There we go. Parrying, idle. There we go. Alright, and then we can just publish this. Hopefully, this shouldn't be too difficult. The programming aspect should be really, really easy, hopefully. So now, I can just go here, Main. Okay, I'm gonna have to go see. All right, see you, man. Have a good day. All right, let's take this and now grip not carry component. This is gonna be pretty simple. So right here, instead of doing miscellaneous, we'll go to weapons, and then we'll have to access the player, like the current player's weapon types. So the gripping player, colon get attribute, current weapon. We want the access to that current weapon. That will currently, it means we won't have support for dual wielding, but for now I don't really care too much about that. And now we should be able to successfully run this without any problems. Probably should open the output window just to be safe though. Let's see here. Alright, here we go. So, now all we have to do is just take out a random enemy. I'm not going to take out the guard because I don't want to ruin my reputation. But fortunately, we have something built for this. The arena. Alright, ready up. And it's a fist user, my worst nightmare. Alright. So, I could have probably just done a quick assassination, but I don't think it works that way, unfortunately. Ooh. I guess we've hit a point where I can get absolutely taken out by my own NPCs. That's pretty embarrassing. I don't know if it shows how good the NPCs are at the game or how bad I am at the game. It's probably a mix of both, but Oh. Oh, hey, my dexterity is... Oh, wait, never mind. I guess we can't because I forgot. Once you go below 20% health, the arena match ends. I added that just because I didn't want training guards to grip people. Okay, we'll just take out a random passerby. There we go. And now I'm going to uncrouch just to avoid the animation from being ruined. So now, nope. So apparently the sword doesn't have either the sword doesn't have the animation or it's playing the old animation. Let's take a weapon that we know has been changed. This should hopefully use something. Did I get a weapon from that? Let's find out. I did. I mean, a decent one, but not the one I'm looking for. Alright. Ooh, that's a bad haircut. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they're all just using the same animation. Which means there's either an issue in the Oh, wait a minute. Alright, so I forgot. This component has two segments. There are two of the same component, which is really, really bad for prototyping. But unfortunately, I couldn't think of any other way to do it at the time. There's probably another way to do it now, but here we go. So enemies, enemy AI, somewhere. No, it's under enemy AI. Modules, player systems, enemy AI components. Here we go. So this is the component. All I have to do is just copy this right here and paste this right here. So pretty much this just is the same one-line change that should hopefully fix everything. In our current case, hey bro, I just started Roblox scripting. Do you have a roadmap, what I should learn first and first project? Ooh, okay, so I learned scripting through like a really, really, really bad way. I probably shouldn't have learned the way I did, but honestly, I'd probably say learn the syntax of the language first, because I've always seen that that's like the easiest part, and then project-wise, project-wise, I'd say probably just like find projects that like match your skill level. So like, let's see here. I don't know, maybe you just learned how a proximity prompt works. You make a game that like utilizes proximity prompts a lot, so you can like learn more about how I guess they work. Or let's just say, I don't know, you learned about like events and stuff. Maybe like use like specific events like touched events and stuff in your project. I just say they'll learn the syntax and then use it to, you know, learn how to make projects, I guess. So, like, I have a developing background. Okay, if you have basic development background, learn the syntax. And then once you have the syntax down, you pretty much have, like, the rest of it down. Okay, string expected got nil. Okay. So it expected a string value, but it got nil. Oh. No wonder. Alright, so, this is actually the player, it isn't the character model, so we have to make these both the character model. Oh, welcome back, Seek to Go. It's good to see you. Greenplayer.character, alright. Yeah, if you have a basic development background, Lua is, like, if you know Lua as a language, then Roblox's adaptation is just learning how, like, the standard libraries and, like, the properties work, which you can just go to Roblox documentation for. If you don't know Lua, I would just think of it as, like, I don't want to say a simpler Python, but it's like a simpler Python, kind of, from at least my experience. So I'd just say learn how Lua works as a language, and then after that, I'd say just constantly build projects off of the things you learn. So, like, I don't know. Honestly, a lot of it's just documentation consulting if you already know, like, how programming languages work and stuff. Let's see. Is there, like, an NPC I can take on? Oh, there's one. Alright. Oh, that was bad. Oh, man, I can't do this easy anymore. Wait, no, maybe I can. Let's try this now. Ooh, wait, that actually worked. It worked, kind of. As you saw, there were a couple small little issues with the animation was, but honestly, as long as the animation isn't too awful, I don't really care too much. However, we will fix that joint issue, probably. That's just an issue with how the animation is, and, oh, two people with the exact same haircut and the exact same... Yeah, these... Alright. Let's get the sword out. I want to mess with the sword. Oh, we'll use this one. This one's a good one. So yeah, this is... They keep spawning on the same area, which is going to be... That's also going to need to be patched as well, so... Oh, sword is not about... Oh. Okay, so, this is just a small little issue of when you get the weapon's name. If it's like there's only one weapon of that type, and it's not like a weapon type, then that's fine. However, when we have the case where our thing works, like, okay, so let's get the weapon info module. So I have a module that contains all the weapon stats. So weapon stats. All right, so now what we're gonna have to do is we're just gonna have to get the information of the weapon that we're using. So, all right, so the weapon info is gonna equal the weapon info dot get stats, and we'll just type in the weapon. So in this case, it's this whole collection of things. So now that we have that, right here we can just say weapon info dot I forget what the attribute's called. Or no, info. It's called info. So info, and then I think it's called weapon type. Hello, Ebenezer. It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna take this whole thing, this whole, like, clump, and then I'm just gonna paste it back in. So, weapon, oh wait, I need to repaste weapon info at the top as well. So, let's see here. There we go. And now, it should run properly. Thanks. What's the name of the game? The game is in development. It's called Marooned. It's probably not going to come out for, like, a really long time since I'm developing the game alone. How long have you been in development? This current iteration, it's been maybe 6 months to a year, probably, is the best estimate I can give. And then for the game in general. The game's concept's been around for maybe around 1 to 2 years, probably. It's just that I've had to change and modify, like, the game's framework. Like, I've had to rewrite this game twice. I can help develop. Yeah, I really wish I could get other developers. However, the only problem is, right now, is that I can't access Team Create since, I'm not sending my ID into Roblox, so I can't access Team Create anymore. Where is, like, an NPC I can go take on? I need to find, like, an enemy NPC I can find. You have a game too. Oh, nice, nice, nice. See, Mr. Nexus is a mentor now. I guess so. Apparently. Apparently I've hit Unk status or something. I see, I knew you would become big. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe I'll just end up like the Roblox version of like Pirate Software, except not Pirate Software. I don't know. Except I won't be yapping in config files all day. So, well, allegedly, I don't know. I'd have to look at the code base, but all right, let's take a look. Okay, string expected got nil again. My game is smooth, by the way. Nice, nice. That is always a big part of a game. You want to make sure always that your game is smooth. If your game isn't smooth, it won't work right. Let's see here. What was I? What am I missing? Weapons. Weapon stats. Oh, weapon anim type. That's what it's called. I'm assuming that was autocorrect, but yeah. Weapon anim type, and this should also be called weapon anim type. This pretty much is just accessing the animation type that the weapon has, so like I don't have to paste like. I mean yours. Oh. Nice, nice. I'm gonna need to fix chat as well because I currently have disabled chat in the game just to replace it with my own version, but it's gonna need to be fixed as well for release. Since I never actually thought the game would get too big, I thought it was just gonna be something me and my friends would play, so I kept like an uncensored chat kind of in, or just like a chat in general. But I'm gonna have to remove it for full release probably. Well, that is if I can release it at this point. We'll find out, though. Maybe they revert this change in like 6 months once they realize it's not going to work, but you never know. Alright. Ooh, that worked. Let's go. Alright, swords work. I did not do dagger. I think it's the only thing I haven't done yet. I have not done battle axe either. Spear is going to be the one that's going to have problems. I just know it. Practically. I've got a big feeling Spear's not going to do anything well. Alright. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought would happen, unfortunately. So, we're going to have to fix Spear. And we're going to have to fix Rapier. We're going to have to fix both these weapons to work properly. And it will require a bit of work, but it shouldn't be too bad. We'll find out though. Oh, there we go. That was such a close call. Alright, both are down. Huh? Well, it works, I guess. Also, make your game safe from exploiters/hackers. Yeah, I probably will eventually. I'll probably hire somebody else to make an anti-cheat because I'm not really good at anti-cheat. But yeah. Yes, we need an anti. Yeah, this game does not currently, in its current state, have an anti-cheat, but it will be needed for when it's out. Because also, since I've like exposed half this game's code base on live stream, it's gonna require that I'm gonna need a lot of extra stuff since like half the code base is exposed. Okay, I saw that. What'd you see? Oh, hey, that one, Miku fans. Good to have you here. Welcome. Right. Why are their mouths like static? Oh, here. So, this was a while ago. I was working on a module that was like only okay. You mean like how it's moving? Sometimes there's like an occasional bug that happens with Roblox where like it doesn't load in the image fast enough, and when that happens, so yeah, this is like a lip sync system, so pretty much whenever the guy speaks, here, their lips will move, kind of like how, you know, a human would, because I kind of got ticked off in like other like open world games. Like, I don't know, if we were to play Deep Woken, for example, like, I don't know why it ticked me off for some reason, but I didn't really like that there weren't like, I don't know, like movements in like their mouth and stuff. So like the whole point of this game was just to add in a bunch of the small features and all the cool little small immersive features that like other games don't have. So yeah, like for example, one of those examples of like the small features, like for example in Deep Woken, like you can be in Minitirsa for as long as you want and nothing will happen, right? I didn't really like that, but so for example, I have this thing where pretty much you have a resistance to the cold. That resistance to the cold is built up by like your clothing. So for example, I was to remove my ministry cloak, I now can only last like 100 seconds in the cold before having to like go get outside of like a cold spot. So these are just like small little features that make like, I guess, I don't want to say they make the game harder, right? But they make the game more fun than just like wandering. It makes the game feel lived in, kind of, I guess. Which is what a lot of people, I think, want their game to feel like, instead of just feeling boring. Have you guys heard that Roblox is getting investigated by the U.S. government? I knew they were getting investigated by, I forget what it was. Yeah, I think it was like Louisiana's state government, but I don't know if the federal government's doing an investigation. If they are, though, good for them. I should probably warm... Okay, it says, like, I should probably warm my hands and stuff. My hands are frigid. I need to warm them up quick. Those are just little indicators to let you know, like, you're running out of time. You need to... You know, you need to warm, like, get to warmth, pretty much. And there'll eventually be, like, indicators of, like, other effects to, like, let you know. And something similar will probably be done with, like, heat waves and stuff. Good fun is what we want. That's very true. This game is like literally 50% tech demo and 50% gameplay. Or I guess it's supposed to be very fun but also very immersive. So it's a difficult balance. However, hopefully we can get there. That's why I did like this half UI system and half like a click on the mission thing. Because I wanted to like, I wanted like the immersion of clicking like notes and stuff, but I also wanted like that, the UI so you actually know what the heck you're like doing a mission for and stuff. And then I had to like, some things I had to like make sure were implemented, like reputation and stuff like that. Those had to be visible, unfortunately. However, there's also like a lot of other indicators. Like let's just say, I don't know, I take out this random guard NPC. Don't hit me. Well, too bad. I think this one's out. Would you switch to Unity or Unreal Engine? I've used both in my time. I've found Unreal Engine to be easier to work with, so I'd probably switch to Unreal Engine, like Blueprints, but since they're removing Blueprints, I don't even know. I'd probably just stick with an older version of Unreal Engine, like Unreal Engine 5. Either that or... I'd wait till like one of the other like Lua like engines comes out. So yeah, that's probably what I would do. For those of you who don't know, I don't know if many people do know about this since the community for this project's really niche, but there's a project called Tessera Engine that is practically recreating Roblox from scratch, but it's like 10 times more performant. I mean, I don't know if it's 10 times more performant, but it's more performant than like the original engine. It has like more features like shaders built and post-processing built into the engine. And it's like practically Roblox, but like it's like a crossover between Roblox and Unity. So it has like Lua as like the native language for programming, but it also I guess operates similar to Unity and like the engine wise. However, it still has like the replicated storage run service, everything. It's all cross compatible, which it's really nice. I'll tell you that. I gotta go for real. All right, see ya, man. Have a good day. So yeah, bye. Continue the Gerber. Thank you very much. I'll hold off grip animation, or like the fix with the animations for later, probably. And then bow and arrow, I'll probably hold off till later. I just realized I'm like 1 hour into this stream already. So, Alright, what are we thinking? Should I continue on all the weapon stuff, or I might wrap it up here if, since it might go too long. So, I don't know. Is it hard to make scripts? Also, counts on the kind of script you're referring to. Like for example, let's just say like a basic script like printing hello world on the console. That's like really easy, but like, I don't know, advanced client-server communication, that stuff's kind of a pain. It also counts in the programming language you write in, and your workflow, but yeah. Thank you also very much. Yeah, it's good. I'd rather this project be pretty decent, quality-wise. So, what's this graph editor? It must be a new animation thing I don't know of. So yeah. Oh, I forgot there was a storm region outside here. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything you guys want to see in the game that I might be able to implement? If you guys want to see something, let me know. Because I might actually do it real quick. I'm trying to think of what else. But I guess I gotta add the node system in real quick, because honestly, I need to implement that in. Because like half the engine systems are currently like relying on some kind of pickup, like some node system or something. So might as well add it real quick. Alright, systems, we'll add a new module. And this one's called Node. Have you ever used Rojo? I've tried using Rojo like once or twice maybe, but I never got too far with Rojo. Just, I don't know, I found it confusing, and also I don't fully remember, is Rojo Rojo's the VS Code extension, right? You could add in a custom moveset system like in Jujutsu Shenanigans. I would do that, it's just I don't really plan on having community like made stuff like weapons yet. Yeah, I often use, okay, yeah, I remember this now. I tried using Rojo because I wanted to use TypeScript, but then I realized it's just like another like wrapper for like Lua, so like I just have to stick with Lua for a while, just since this is much better in my opinion than to VS Code. Self dot, I'll say content maybe, and that'll equal a table. Okay, now put in this little thing called content. I have just, let's see here. Sup. Yo, what's up, Deep Rovian? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Currently, we're making a system for notes. So content is going to equal content. Wait, no. Note content. This guy is underrated. I'm going to watch your live streams. I'm enjoying this. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Function, note, display. Commissions have been going great lately. I gotta create a 200 CCU plus game. Ooh, good luck with that. That's gonna be difficult. I've never published a game, so I wouldn't know. And I got a 500 USD commission to make a full game. That's actually pretty good. All right, so first, oh, that's another thing. Self.current page number. We'll set that to 1, and then we'll also say, yeah, self.current page. And that's going to equal self.content. This literally, I don't know why, this reminds me of like Elixir for some reason. This reminds me of like making Elixir, but it's actually really close now I think about it though. We agreed on a Roblox plus percentage, but all of a sudden he says for me to choose one. I chose Robux and he tries to lowball me. Oof. You gotta be careful, honestly. There have been so many times where, like when I was like a younger, less experienced scripter, where there was a guy, where there were like developers who'd say, oh yeah, we'll pay you in percentage, and they never do. Yeah, guys, never, whenever some dev says, oh yeah, I'm gonna make like the next like greatest video game, and then they say, oh yeah, but it will be for percentage, never take those opportunities. I was, unfortunately, too naive, and I thought the game would actually come out, so I actually said, oh yeah, I'll take percentage instead of payment. Unfortunately, I probably should not have done that, but honestly, it's probably better that it did, because the quality of that work was so bad. I chose wanting me to make an AI system for players for only 10K, and I said 15K. I chose both, though. What do you mean by AI? You mean like enemy AI, or? Systems. Alright, we need to make a UI for, like, node viewing. It's like a brain rot game called Guess the Brain Rot. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I could never work for, like, one of those projects. I don't know why. I just personally could never be able to work for one. I don't know why even, too. Like, oh, it's like a, oh, and if a player has nobody to play with them, the AI plays with them. Oh, I see. That's cool. Health bar indicator, inventory loading, menu, quest, skill, talents. Where is it? I have, like, it's somewhere. Oh, quest. It's mission details. If I just, yeah, here we go. The game got 200 CCU, and all of a sudden he wants to meet. Ah, that's weird. Alright, so ignore UI inset. Oh, that's really weird. I'll call this book UI. This probably will look nothing like a book when it's done, but we'll get close, hopefully. Mission details. Make this visible. And now, he couldn't give me 5K more Robux. Honestly, people will try to lowball you just naturally. Heck, I got lowballed a lot when I started developing. I got lowballed a fair amount. But honestly, I don't blame them now I think about it. Because like from a commissioner's perspective, they're just trying to get like the cheapest work possible. Like cheapest quality work possible. Yeah, people are weird for no reason. Fair, I guess. Well, these don't need to be here. Yeah, he definitely could afford 15K though. He has a 1K CCU game. That's crazy. I don't know how much DevX pays, so I can't I can't speak for the guy, but I don't know. Duplicate this. I'm gonna make like the page number right here. or in the middle. I think we'll put the page number in the middle. So instead I'll call this book name. This will be like the book's name. I'm just copy this and paste this in here. Now I'm working on this game with a few friends for 500 USD. Dude, that's a good deal. That's a good deal, honestly. Size, position, here we go. Let's move this down to like 0.9. Alright, at least I got that going. Yeah. Honestly, I could never make a full-scale game, like, for money. I don't know. I'd probably be too concerned. Book page. This will be the page number, so, this, like, page. Dang, I'm already getting, I forget what it's called. The opposite of deja vu already from, the word book. By the way, I'm actually an exploiter. When your game gets released, and if there are exploits, I might tell it to you. Okay. Thank you very much, if you do indeed. I don't know if the game's coming out. If it does, though, please do tell me about exploits. I'll probably patch them as soon as possible, because I know exploits ruin the game for a lot of players. Hello, it's Clowny Blocks. Welcome to the stream. Man. We'll do a text button. What's up? It's good to see you. It's Clowny Blocks. Welcome to the stream. Text button. We'll call this left, so this will turn back one page. UI aspect ratio constraint, and this will be set to like full transparency. I'll use Fondamento. It's a really good font for this, for reference. And then make this like a fully white color. What's happening? I'm also a Roblox dev. Oh yeah, we are talking while I have been developing this small little RPG project. So nothing really much, but you know, just a fair amount. I have been grinding commissions. Oh, dude, that's good. The more commissions you get, should be good. Okay, then. All right. Duplicate this. Maybe move this over here. I want to reach like maybe. Where's the? I'm gonna disable the stats UI just for a little bit so I can like see how the book UI actually would look or like normally. I've been thinking about abandoning the RPG project. I have to just grind commissions because I need at least 300,000 Roblox plus to fund the game. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get what you mean, honestly. It might be good. It just counts on whichever one you prefer doing, probably. Now, again, I'm not really a guy to tell you how to catch the bag because I personally haven't done that. So, I mean, if you want the money, I would say go, I don't know, do commissions. But if you're looking to, like, you know, have fun while developing, I guess do whichever one you want. I mean, if commissions make, if you have fun with commissions, then by all means do it. I'll duplicate this. Maybe I can help you. I can't, unfortunately, because I have team crate disabled, and also I can't leak the source code of the game, unfortunately. If you were talking to me, that is. I don't know who you're talking to. You could have been talking to the other guy, so Deep Rovian or the other guy. Okay, so about up here. And this will be the actual page content, so we'll do that. I'm going to add in a UI size constraint because I know not everybody has, like, since I know nobody has, like, no, that's not what I want. All right, I meant UI text size constraint. We'll make the max maybe like 30 because nobody's going to be using this with like a huge monitor. And if anybody does, then they'll have to probably downgrade to like a smaller monitor. The text alignment will be left aligned and it'll be top aligned. So yeah, there we go, like this. Maybe I've made 1,000 Robux for one game, but got privated. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see here. Page content. So I'll add in the standard Latin text like lorem whatever. Lorem ipsum. I'll use just the lorem. Where is it? Like the English text for lorem ipsum. Where is it? Can I like copy this entire thing or like? I don't even know what this means. So like if this is like something dumb, then there we go. What are you most proud of? When are you most proud of your scripts? Probably watching when other people get to play these projects. It's always really fun seeing that. So yeah, I'd definitely say it's always like when watching other players play the game. That's probably always the coolest part of making any game. I'll add like a couple spaces in front as well. I think that's what I'll do is I will take this. Move this over a little bit, and now, where even am I? Lorem, there we go. There we go. So it looks like left aligned a little bit. Actually, that looks really bad. And then if there was a way I could justify the text, like make it so it doesn't look like that would really be nice. Is there like a justify option, or I forget? And for book name, I'll bold this just so you know people know what they're reading. Everybody won't comment. I don't know what you mean by that. I'd book UI. Here we go. So disable that. Oh, and the book title. That's also what needs to be known. What suckers? I'm leaving. All right. See you, man. Have a good night. Note name. Hello, Silent Trey. Welcome to the stream. I think I said that right. Silent. Oh no, Silent Ray. My bad. Sorry, man. Welcome to the stream. So first, we'll. Oh wait, I also need the player as well. This probably would be a server-sided script. So player, note content, and note name. I like the book UI. Thank you very much. It looks great. Thank you very, very much. I'm not really a UI designer, but I do like... Oh, wait. This needs to be... I need to make a self.player entry as well. So self.player. This be the player. And then also we need the note name as well. So... Do you work a job? Not right now, at least. I haven't not worked a job yet, but I probably need to eventually. So I might work in like computer repairs or something like that, or some computer-based job, just since it's easy, or a cinematography job because I also know a bit of that. So a fun little lore drop is yeah, I do know that. Oh, I probably should. I'm gonna also make an entry for the UI. Self dot book UI player dot player GUI. You definitely need to hire people for your game. I probably do. I just haven't come up with how I want to do that yet. I have an idea that you can feedback about like an update idea or bugs, but people under 13 can't feedback. I don't know if it's allowed to bypass that. You can add feedback to your gamer voting. Yeah, I can probably do that. I own a Roblox game group. We lost 10k Robux. That's crazy. I spelled players UI wrong. No wonder it didn't work. Dot was it book UI? Book UI. All right, so that's all we really need. And then actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll divide this further. Self dot page content is going to equal page number. Though it shouldn't be called page number. It's like, where is it? It should be called book page, and then self dot was it book name, book page? Oh yeah, book name. My bad if I'm talking too much. Don't worry, man. I get it. I can both yap and program at the same time, fortunately. Takes a lot of practice, but it's a very useful skill. Self UI dot left, self dot right, and now, oh, we need a close button. That's actually really important. I completely forgot about it. All right. Duplicate that, move it up here, and this will be our little close button. So this will be our close button. Where is it? There we go. So actually, this will work pretty well. I mean, it's nowhere near like the professional UI designers, but you know, it's better than nothing. Self that close button, and now the display function. I'm just gonna. Nope, that's not. This isn't C or Python. Why am I doing that? Or no, method. I think it's method. Use a page. Oh wait, does it actually work? I wonder if it actually works. Like self display. No, wait, no. Nope, I can't do it right there. We'll just do. Oh, it does. Wait, that's actually amazing. Wait, so if I delete this, I did not know that the IntelliSense could do that. Okay, we will eventually probably do a stream where I annotate all of these functions, probably eventually. Because I really need to do that actually. And we'll put page number right here for like what content needs to be displayed. And so now let's make the buttons work first. So first self:display, and that will be page 1, or self.current page. And that'll be page 1. So this doesn't need to be destroyed, it just needs to be disabled. So Sir Froyo, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Set the book UI enabled. That will be set to false because we don't need that anymore. So now self dot left button dot this whole thing. If self dot dot current page number is greater than 1, then we'll run all this. Where we'll decrement the page number, change the current page, and display a new page. Else though, we'll set the page number just equal to 1. I have been here before, corporate man. What do you mean? I apologize. I might be a bit confused. Self dot right button dot mouse button 1 click. Corporate. I don't know what you mean by that, but you're super corporate and informal. You mean formal, I take it, but yeah, I probably am a little bit formal. Number of self.content, so that should be all the pages. And now I can just take this whole code and rework it. So, all right, if it's less than the self.content, then I can increment this. And then finally, I can display your formal and boring. You shouldn't talk like an apologies, I don't know exactly what you're saying, but alright, I guess. Yeah, I'm confused of what the guy's saying, but I don't know. It is what it is, though, I guess. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. Alright, I'm just gonna make a sample note, so we'll put a little sample note somewhere around here. So, where is it good? I'll just make a little part here. Sir Froyo might be 7. Crazy. I don't know, maybe he just has beef or something, I don't know. Whatever it is, I mean, he has the right to his own opinion, so, you know, if he wants to believe that, he can. I mean, I disagree with him, or actually, I might agree with him a bit. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm boring, but whatever. You know, it is what it is. I'll just say read text. We'll make the whole duration like 0.5. We'll make we'll keep it as E. Where is it? Default, custom. You remember, sir? No. I can't say I do, Sir Froyo. You might have to jog my memory. I apologize. I don't exactly know who you're indicating. Linium. I feel like I might remember him. I think I might, yeah. I might know who you're talking about now. Connect with a function player. And now I just have to implement the whole node thing. So we'll make a node module. Yo, the person that was talking about Roblox logo, I'm lying, I changed, but oh, I know who you are now. I know who you are now. I see. It's been a while. I haven't streamed in a while, so I apologize. I forgot. Parent items, names, weapon, systems. .note. And now we'll just say local note equals this is what the title, so we'll call the book Hello World, and I'll just say hello. What does your avatar look like? I don't fully remember. I think it's probably still the same as like previous, but it has like it has a backwards baseball cap, like futuristic looking clothing. I think that might be it. I think I have a sniper mask on the avatar. That's all I remember though. So I followed you on Roblox. Thank you very much. Thank you much for the follow. All right, that should be all the text I really need. And then finally, wait, no, I can all I need to do is instance it. Once the notes is instanced, that's all I need. I'm trying to think. I think that's all I need, yeah. Oh wait, no, I need to make a destroy method as well, so the note doesn't message retracted. All right. Self dot, no, I don't want the book UI to be destroyed. I just want to let's see, page, here we go. And we'll also destroy self. Followed you on Roblox. Thank you very much for the follow. So I think I could probably just say self equals nil, but I don't want to test that. Self dot close connection. This is just to prevent memory leaks, so this is just an extra safe option, so because I don't really remember, because I know Roblox natively handles some memory leaks, but R15 was ported into Roblox 2007. I don't know fully what you mean. Oh, I got a new. Oh yeah, I saw that. Your new portfolio. Self dot close connection. I think you showed me your portfolio. I took a look at it. Would disconnect all those, and finally, self equal nil. And that should be everything we really need. I removed the music from it. Oh yeah, good. You have to be careful with commissions and music. Or sorry, with I'm trying to think of how to best phrase it. I guess, I don't know. Websites usually don't natively have music for a reason. Yeah, but you don't really want to natively have too much audio on your website unless like hover icons maybe. I don't know. It sometimes probably just ticks some people off. Unless like your website's literally meant for audio, most people don't really care for it. At least that's what I have experienced. I'm not a web designer though, so don't ask me web design questions. Probably, I'll probably give you bad advice by total accident. Where'd the page go? Like, did I like move it? Okay, it might be over there. Oh, what's it doing over here? Oh, all right. Page content isn't a valid member. All right, I might have just done something dumb. Let me take a look. I think though. Those animations, they don't give the R6 feel. Yeah, the style isn't meant. I don't know. I've got a really weird, I guess, stylistic decision when it comes to it. I don't really like some of the standard R6 like styles. I don't know though. Book page content. Okay, it's under mission details, but I'm gonna rename that to be. I'll rename that to page. So, book UI. Just gonna add the little page thing. This is just so that I can actually access the clothes and stuff, which are kind of standard. How long did it take for you to learn how to code? So I technically started learning at like, or well, I guess I got into Roblox Studio at maybe like 12 maybe. So like, but I didn't really do coding. I was mostly just dragging and dropping other people's stuff into my systems. But like if we're talking about like taking programming seriously, maybe like 3-ish years. However, that also counts like a bunch of like the side things I went on, like trying to learn Python and like C++ and stuff. So, you know, but if you count HTML, I learned HTML in like 6th grade, or well, some of HTML in 6th grade. I was just bored one day and some random kid was like, oh, hey, you want to learn HTML? I was like, oh, yeah, sure. So, yeah, HTML seems to be like a lot of people's first languages for some reason. Display. The real king of mayhem. Oh, good to see you, man. It's been a while, hasn't it? Self. I uploaded 2 new videos, I think. Nice, man. Book UI. And there we go. Oh, did I forget to make the title show up as well? All right. Book name dot text equals the note name, and then it already does the display, the heavy lifting for me. So you should see them. I might. In front of viewers. I don't know about that. I have to be careful with what I put on stream because I don't want to. I'm 13. I started Studio at 11, but I had like some slightly good building and coding, and I was slightly good at building, but coding is hard for me to learn. I don't blame you. Coding, it takes a lot of practice, and it doesn't just take learning like a syntax, but it also takes a lot of learning. It takes a lot of problem solving. So like, if I were you, I'd learn not just how to program, but problem solve as well. So for example, combat systems, right? Like you can know everything about how, I guess, you know, the Lua syntax works, but if you have no clue how to make a combat system itself, or I guess you don't like have any idea how like that pipeline would work, then you have to like, I guess, I don't know how to best say it, but I'd say learn how to do things. Learn how other people make solutions to problems, and then eventually you can make your own solutions once you've, you know, learned enough about others people's solutions usually work, which that usually works pretty well. You usually stream really, really late. It's usually because I'm asleep. Yeah, you probably live like, if I'm in like the US, You're probably in, like, you're either in the UK, I'd have to give a guess, or, like, I don't know, Asia, maybe? Indonesia. Oh my gosh, man. I never thought my videos would reach Indonesia. That's crazy. Well, it's good to see my videos are everywhere. Or, well, not everywhere, but in a fair amount of places. Oh. I didn't do this right, did I? Yeah, I didn't. No, I didn't do this right. And far off. And okay, no offense. I've genuinely never heard of Azerbaijan. Oh, wait, okay, I just don't know my European countries, my bad. I just naturally don't know European countries very well. Like, maybe a year ago I learned that Latvia was a country, so I genuinely need to lock in on learning some of these. I'm trying to, like, make game and make classic clothes, and the prices uploaded clothes went from 10 to 80. It's so insane to make clothes now. That is true. No, it's okay. Some people don't know my country either. Honestly, I don't know European countries. Eventually, I'll lock in and learn a fair amount of the European countries, but that's probably going to be for another time. Alright, let's fix the fact that the text isn't showing up properly, and that is not because of the script. That is because of the fact that I formatted the notes right. Wrong. Nexus lives in North Korea. No, I do not live in North Korea. I would probably not be speaking to you if I lived in North Korea. If you want to learn countries, just play Rise of Nations. That is what I've heard. I've got a friend who's really good with geography, so... You probably know Turkey, Azerbaijan are brothers with Turkey. Oh, yeah. I know a bit about, like, Turkey. I don't really know the region very well, though. Ooh! Look, it's a looks like the model's hallucinating. Love when this happens. It's really funny because then I get to, like, point and laugh. I like the most quote-unquote good AI systems still have this problem. It's pretty funny. So, also, try taking a look around the island. I heard there is a cave somewhere. That'll just be a hint for players that there's, like, stuff in caves around the map. Even though this probably will never go anywhere, no content. So that'll just be the content for the map. So yeah. I'm trying to think of what else needs to be implemented. Because notes is one thing. I really needed, like, notes in books, like a note in book system, which means now I can write, like, lore books in the game, and that means I can get my writing team on sometime to eventually do that. And also, I'll add in a book item, so you can actually, like, use books properly. Like, you'll be able to, like, flip through books and stuff. Because honestly, I need that system. It's still saying Lora Mitzvum or whatever. Lol, I'm actually doing that too. What, notes and books, or? Okay, the only one that seems to work is, oh! So, it's because I forgot to make the display function actually work. That's embarrassing. So, page content dot text is going to equal self. So it's going to equal the page content, self.page content. Wait, nope. So there are two things. So page content. Okay. Yeah, so page content.text equals self.content. and we're looking for that index, which is the page number. The page number is an index, so pretty much what it does is I'm going to put an entry just to show an example. So pretty much 1's going to equal this, 2's going to equal this, 3's going to equal this. That's like the idea, at least. What? Isn't that the whole point? Is I can do... Wait, no. I guess I can't. I might have to turn them into strings, probably. Because I know Lua, I'm pretty sure does auto, like, string conversion or something like that. There we go. It should not work like that. There we go. Formatted it correctly this time. And now, let's see, what's the syntax error it's giving me? Assigning 2 variables to 1 variable leaves some values unused. So, Okay, you know, we're not even gonna be using this fancy numbering system. I'm just gonna make it like, I'm not even gonna use a fancy numbering system. We're just gonna make it so it takes the index of the thing, because I'm pretty sure you can do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is valid Lua, which means I won't have to do too much work. And then self.page number, that's another thing. We need page number. There we go. Out of self. Okay, I actually like that a lot as well. So, yeah, and the page number needs to be changed, and so does the current page. And the page content of text has already been changed. Honestly, this whole book system is actually going to be really useful. You'd be surprised how much world building can happen by just writing a couple books and then making players actually want to read them. Well, some. I'm probably going to have to make actual value in these books instead of, like, what's it? Like, what Deep Woke and all the other games have. They just have, like, a bunch of lore content, which, you know, it's kind of nice, but the goal is to implement, like, the tutorial as, like, a book as well. Read text. Oh, it works. It does work. I might add a page turn, like sound effect. So, like, I'm decent at scripting, awesome building, terrible at lore and drawing. Me too. That's why I have, like, a couple friends who like writing, and I'm like, oh, hey, you want to write this? However, I did come in preparation for this. I learned a little bit of writing just so I could be able to properly write, like, books for the project. Though it's going to be a bit of a transition. I mean, I guess I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I probably could, like, theoretically make an, like, because I think I'm probably gonna have to write poetry for an English assignment sometime this year, so I might as well just make a poem and I put it in the game as well. You could use AI for writing, but it's uncreative and still smart and time saving though. I'm probably not gonna use AI just since AI kind of has like this unhuman feel with its writing. And anyway, it's not something I don't have to worry about, because honestly, I can implement, like, I can write probably pretty decently, or I'll just make somebody else do it for me. I don't need another ministry cloak. I don't need another uniform or patched Haori, so I'm good, but these items will need restock. I'll eventually add a restock system as well, so that players want to actually, like, you know, interact with the dealer. What do you animate with? I don't actually do animations. A lot of these are open sourced, if that's what you're referring to. Let's see here. A lot of the animators that I've seen use Blender and Moon Animator though. So if those are like, if you're talking about animation, those are the ones I've heard have had the higher success rates. Blender apparently is like used by a lot of the professional animators though. So I mean, take that with a grain of salt though. I haven't really animated before. If you're talking about like editing though, I use DaVinci Resolve 20, I think, or either that or 19. It's one of those versions. I just got it because it was free and I didn't want to pay for Adobe Premiere because Adobe's expensive, like really expensive. That's 4. Okay, that's 4 consecutive NPCs, and they almost all have the same haircut. That's insane. Wow, that's a lot of NPCs. I'm gonna have to fix like a system for this. You could add anti-lag settings if it's gonna be added. Yeah, I haven't added many settings for graphics. All I have currently are shadows and blood. So blood I know won't reduce too much, and then shadows is, you know, it's like the standard Roblox setting. So if you want to go like really performant, you could go with shadows and no blood, so you don't have to worry about, you know, lagging your CPU with like, I guess, higher like amounts of, you know, stuff needing to be drawn. Eventually, though, that will be expanded probably to effects. So I'm probably gonna either make like a low fidelity mode for effects, or I will probably just, the more likely thing is I might make a way for you to either like probably disable the effects probably for now until I can come up with a, you know, a proper way to implement it. I don't know though, because the game's, I mean, again, I am running this on like pretty decent specs, which is, you know, I don't really know how well this runs on other devices. Add terrain, only add if you have terrain. So make it so any grass, make it so that any grass will lose its grass. Oh, you mean like the like visual grass if like I have performance in the game? I think I get what you mean. You mean like the little like grass specks in the terrain? If that's what you're referring to, I'm gonna use part terrain, honestly, just because it's way easier and it lowers the like geometry count by like a heck ton. And then if need be, I might try to combine a lot of things together to maybe do greedy meshing if I need to. You could add footsteps. Yeah, I have footsteps in the game. Yeah, I have footstep sounds. Like, here, one sec. I'll like turn the volume might be really okay. Never mind. You could add a random cup of tea. That'd be actually crazy. I do need to add tea into the game though because trading is like a huge part of the game. So we might eventually add tea into the game unironically. There's an insane low poly toolbox and toolbox. Crazy. A toolbox and a toolbox. Only problem is this game does technically take up like 4,500 megabytes, which is really bad for, you know, that's the worst performance stat currently in the game. Oh, I meant pack and toolbox. Oh, okay. What kind of pack is it, if I might ask? Because I know there's like the Cinti Dungeon pack that's like really good. It's just so low poly, unfortunately, that I don't want to use it. I just wish there was a way they could make like high poly variants of the Cinti packs, because I would genuinely use those. Okay, CPU's good. Unload all stuff that you don't see, like animations, lighting, and stuff. I'm pretty sure Roblox already does that by default. With the new like where is it? Streaming, I think is what the feature is called. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Streaming radius and stuff. I'm pretty sure that does that automatically. Terrain, props, bones, dungeons, walls, and like 5 more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Cinti packs. Those Cinti packs work really well. Honestly, it's just that they're low poly, which just search up low poly pack and set price to 0. Oh yeah, I forgot you can pay for stuff in the toolbox now. I don't know if anybody will actually unironically do that, but we'll find out. Okay, the network sent isn't too awful. It's going like 7-8 kilobytes a second, which isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things. Receives at 5 kilobytes. That's not bad, actually. And the ping's at 0, but that's because I'm in studio. GPU is at like 1 millisecond, but that's that's no surprise. This is a Blackwell GPU, so that makes a lot of sense. So like, you can't preview paid Pac-Man. Like, what if I don't like the assets? That's a good question. I guess you just have to like cut your losses. I guess maybe I don't know. Is there anything you can do? Is I guess the question. Because I don't think you can do anything about it. Create a droppable note. Okay, good. I have the droppable note and book system now. So now that I have that, that means that I can now implement a couple new. This now means I can add in like one of the largest parts of the game, which are the journal system. So pretty much, for those of you who don't know, because I don't think I've explained the system out yet in like full, I guess, but pretty much I'm planning on implementing a system where pretty much if you have like or I guess you'll be able to like get journals at like the start of the game pretty much, and those journals will pretty much just they'll be like a way for you to like understand the game's world. So like for example, I have there's like a cooking journal, an exploration journal, a potion journal, eventually like an enemy journal, just stuff like that. So those will be implemented probably due to the new note system pretty soon. Add a random single coffee bean that summons a boss. That should be crazy. Are you good at coding? Probably counts on what you define as good. I mean, like, I'm not like these other insane like C++ assembly like low level programmers. Like, I'm not that good, but I'd probably say I'm pretty advanced when it comes to Lua. I'm probably intermediate when it comes to like, probably not even intermediate when it comes to Python, and then I'm really, really bad at C++, as well as most other languages. And I haven't tried JavaScript or any of those, so yeah, that's probably the best. That's probably my best guess. Yeah, I'm talking about Lua. Yeah, for Lua, I'm pretty decent. I'd say I'm like maybe high intermediate to advanced probably for Lua. Try assembly. Yeah, I'll pass on that one. Assembly's pretty difficult. For reference, to those of you who don't know, assembly is like infamously difficult. It's like it requires a whole essay just to print stuff to like the console. Make it so at a certain place you can say green giants. It summons a giant green boss. Only thing is I haven't like really made abilities for bosses yet. Oh wait, I forget. Do the enemy AIs have access to imbue? Okay, let's add that in, actually. Oh, yeah, I haven't added that in. Okay, so current magic, current offhand, faction type. Abilities. That's spelled wrong. Imbue. Imbue. So now, when we fight an enemy AI, now we should hopefully now have a system for they can use abilities now pretty much. So I guess I don't know how to say it, but like imbue will now work. Any ability pretty much will now work. It's based on like a weighted probability. Just like half the system of the enemy AI in this game is just weighted probability. I think I'll take a break from all these like weapons, and I will take a battle axe. Or no, battle axe is like a no-brainer. I use katana. I haven't used katana in like practically ever since I've added this thing. I don't think I've used it really. Ooh, there we go. Are you solo dev? Yes, I am solo dev. So everything you see here was probably programmed by me at some point or is an open sourced asset. Most scripts usually aren't, though. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, if I just get behind this guy, he doesn't see me. Like, I don't exist anymore. That's a problem. Yo. You gonna do anything? Guess not. Attempt to index nil with nil. It thinks imbues an ability for like its exclusive weapon. So you've done a pretty good job. Thank you very much. Do you want a script? Do you want a script that doesn't allow people to no clip through walls? But I don't know how to share it. Couldn't make it a link. I don't know. Oh yeah. I have a Discord server if you want to join that. Nil means nothing, but nil is technically something. Therefore, what is nil? Nil is a representation of nothing. So nil is the Lua alternative for the term null. So I know you're probably trying to like make like a word puzzle probably, which, you know, if that's your intention, yeah, I mean, you're kind of right. But if you're actually trying to ask what nil is just the Lua version of null. So it's just a representation of literally nothing. I guess maybe other languages it's weird because like in JavaScript, I think, like, I forget if it's nil or null that equals -0. I'm Shakespeare. I'm underage for Discord. Oh, I see. I remember JavaScript had like some really weird syntax, which is why everybody doesn't like it. It's like weird technicalities. No mana condition, usability. Okay, I guess for some reason enemy AI has a struggle with using weapons for some reason, which can be fixed pretty easily. Okay, yeah, I guess apparently JavaScript doesn't have those then. That's weird. I guess I must have been, like, just dreaming or something. I don't know. Alright. Okay, there it goes again. It's saying it's indexing nil with nil. Now it's just pathing around me instead of, like, using its weapon. Okay, so ability manager. Let's just take a peek and see what the problem is. If I had to make a guess, it's just that, like, it's only trying to use the weapon if it has, like, an ability. Let me see. Let's see. Modules, abilities, ability. No. It's somewhere here. Player systems, enemy AI. Alright. There we go. So it's saying use ability, and it's selecting a random ability. And it's sending in the character. It's not sending in the current weapon, which is probably the problem. Slot number. Again, it has no slot number. So I will just set this to... I'll just leave that as blank for now, I guess. Or I'll say nil, and then, like, see what else. Yeah, it's everything. So I'll just leave this as nothing, just as blank, which technically means nil, but... do you do commissions? No, I do not do commissions right now, at least. I might eventually in the future take on commissions again. It's just that, I don't know, I just try to leave my schedule open, so I usually try to avoid commissions. At least for now. Maybe I will. It probably just counts partially on the commission. I'm not entirely sure though yet. Because you need because I actually need a scripter. Nice. What do you need a scripter for? Because that probably counts on like about half of it. Just because like I have a really bad habit of like if a system is like too difficult to implement, I usually don't do it for some reason. Roblox commissioners are usually horrible and normally scammy, to be honest. I don't know. It counts on the commissioner. Like I've had some really chill commissioners that I've had. But it's like, it's a mixed bag. You can find some good people, though. I don't think anybody on the stream would try to scam me, so. Ready up. Oh, fists. It's always the worst weapon, too. Attempted index nil with ability-based stats, so. I'm going to scam it. Oh, rest in peace, shoot. It seems I have allegedly gotten scammed. Okay, base ability stats, attempted index nil. So, apparently, it's probably because the current weapon, because the ability is an ability everyone can use. Are you using client-sided hitbox and the server validates, or straight up spawn on? It's straight up on the server, honestly. I probably should make client-sided prediction and server-side validation eventually, but honestly, I was too lazy when I originally built the combat system. So it's literally all just client, server. Like, it's just server it's just all server, no client whatsoever. I guess I'm gonna see what the usability actually does. Abilities by category. So pretty much saying if the ability by category is an everyone ability and the ability exists. Okay, I see what it is. So let's just see which one it's failing, or if it's failing both. Someone in the chat said I'm going to scam it. Yeah, I saw abilities by category. Everyone, and they'll also print this thing. I don't think the systems are that complex. I have teleporter pads for 1v1, 2v2, 4v4. After the race is finished, it needs to teleport you back. It's mostly stuff like that. Oh, I see. Oh, I mean, honestly, never seen such long if statements. Yeah, honestly, my if statements are really bad. Any tips on scripting, because I'm starting out soon and I need tutorials and ideas on what I need to do, because I'm kind of new and only modeling with Blender and stuff. Alright, so my personal advice would say learn the Lua syntax. That's probably like number one. Actually, you know what? It really varies. So if you know programming, just learn the entirety of Lua syntax in like an hour, or maybe like 1 to 5 hours maybe. And then after that, I would just say like consult documentation, and then I just say learn how a lot of like the systems, or like I guess the classes and objects work in Studio. Let's see, what else do you need? I'm trying to think though for scripting. It's difficult because not everybody probably can use the same roadmap, so there can't be like probably a universal roadmap. But I would always say is like, if you have programming experience, use that programming experience for what you're looking for, I guess. Or I guess use your programming experience to enhance your current knowledge of Lua. And then I'd say if you're a total beginner, I'd say learn Lua as a syntax, but also learn how to like problem solve and to break things down into simple steps. That's probably what I would say. The best start is learning assembly. That'll help you. No, do not take this guy's advice. This is like going into like... This is like fighting like the final boss of a game at like level 1. Don't do what this guy's advising, trust me. Assembly is probably one of the hardest languages I have ever seen, but it's also probably because it's practically just C++ with like a bunch of extra steps added to it, or C added with a bunch of extra steps. Universal roadmap is Brawl Dev. Yes, if you want good tutorials for syntax, I'd say Brawl Dev. I guess Rust or C should be more beginner friendly. I mean, it's close. I'll give you that. C is kind of it's a little bit more user friendly than what you suggested. However, I would not advise starting with C, personally. If you're getting into low-level systems programming, then probably C is your best option. Hello, Smedgies. Welcome to stream. I made a link for the anti-noclip script. You want it? Maybe. The only thing is I have to be careful because I can't just click random links since they might be phishing. So it's nothing against you. I just am trying to determine whether that's a good idea. What are you doing next in your game? I'm not entirely sure. If you want to know the truth, I have a lot of things. You trust Pastebin? Yeah, I trust Pastebin. If you put in like Pastebin or Stack Overflow, yeah, I trust that. Binary is the best code to use in programming. I mean, for like the original programmers in like the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, when all they were doing was like arithmetic on it, I mean, yeah, that was probably the best for them, but like for the systems we use now, I would say probably don't do binary because you won't be able to make much. And anyway, the speed difference is negligible when it comes to like the only speed difference I personally care about is the speed difference between like Python and C++. Learning binary and Morse code is a good start. I would not advise that. Let's see. I used to do Python and C++. Okay, if you're used to Python and C++, you can practically just... Nexus, you need to learn sarcasm. No, I know it's sarcastic. I know it's sarcasm. I know. So that is kind of hard to tell through text. Sarcasm versus actuality. Where is it? I'm gonna find it real quick. There is a link on Roblox that is like a migration guide for like if you've learned like C++ or like C# from Unity. It's like a direct migration, just saying okay, like here's how you do this or that if in like the original thing. Tutorials. I think it's somewhere around here. How did you decide to start developing? Okay, so this may sound really, really dumb, but I honestly just learned it to mess with my friends, honestly. I was like bored one day, I was like, you know what, I want to learn how to make video games, so I did. And then the rest was history. Yeah, that's honestly how I started. However, like, the real thing, like, the first actual game, like, I programmed on my own, was, using Gnome Code's Doors tutorial series. So I learned a lot about probability through that and just the basics of programming. Let's see here. I need to find it. However, I do remember there is a migration guide. Where is it? Okay, C# migration comparison, or like C# comparison. C#'s very similar to C++ from what I remember. Why doesn't the link show up in chat on the chat? It's pastebin.com. Okay, I think the chat's filtering it. How do I recreate? All right, that's my that's a link for like if you want to learn. All right, I'll take a look at the script. Thank you very much, man. Pastebin.com. Sweet. This actually looks like it could work very well. How do I recreate the cathedral? No, I've already read that. Yeah, I also script, just I need a PC for Roblox Studio. It's my dream. Oh, do you use like mobile or something? Yeah, pretty sure C Sharp is focused on OOP and C++ you gotta deal with memory management and such. Yes, C Sharp is literally just known as Java, like the C variant of Java. So it's very class oriented, but the syntax is a little bit similar from what I've heard. However, I haven't coded in C Sharp for a solid like couple years, and I was really bad at C Sharp when I was started. So, all right. This no clip system, I'm gonna put it into like a local is. Let's see, is this local script or? Oh, this is a server script, definitely. Okay, apparently I. Yeah, honestly though, I'll tell you this. I still don't get the whole memory management thing in C. Like, I technically know, like, I know, like, the whole malloc and thing, but I just haven't found out what its purpose is for yet. So, I'm pretty sure, I want to say it's for pointers, but I've got a feeling that's, like, dreadfully wrong. I don't know, though. Sorry about that. Ooh, NPCs are talking. Never mind. Thank you very much, Fenby. Thank you very much. Let's take a look around. And there we go. Yeah, no idea how memory works either. I just know it's a headache. Yes, I've been told C++ is just being able to given the capability to shoot your own foot off. However, C++ is really, really fast, which I do appreciate. When languages are like rapidly fast, like I do appreciate that. That's why Lua's really nice, is because it's like Python, but it runs like way faster, or like a fair amount faster, and it's close enough to native C that I don't like Lua to Python C++ speed. Yeah, because it's apparently like Python's like, or like Lua's like 10, like it can be like 2 to like 10 times faster than like Python is, just since Python isn't written the same way as Lua. Lua uses a bytecode, what's called a bytecode virtual machine, apparently. I haven't done it though in a while. I don't really remember though. Yeah, I heard when you shoot yourself in the foot in C++, it blows your leg off. Yes, that is true. C++, what's the most advanced topic you're good at in Lua? I don't know if OOP counts as an advanced topic, but I mean, I guess that. I don't think raycasting is advanced either, but some people might classify it as advanced. I'm trying to think. They're probably like a more niche topics that are probably what I'm the best at. Is Lua and Lua the same? So Lua is the original language. It was created in like the early 2000s by a group of computer scientists in Brazil. And then Luau is the Roblox version of Lua. So it's based off of Lua, I think 5.1 is what Luau is based off of. And then I'm going to make a little folder for this called anti-cheat. I might be wrong on that one, though. On the whole thing about, like, the difference between Lua and Lua. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. No clip. And then I'll see if there is a way to test this out. I probably can just like drag myself through like a wall or something. I need Lua devs to sue Roblox. They can't because Lua's open source. So, what's your favorite game outside of Roblox? That's difficult. I don't really play games outside of like I don't really play many video games much anymore. Let me take a look at my Steam page. Actually, I could probably find a good game. Let's see here. I genuinely have to take a look at like my Steam page to find out what games I have and which ones are good or not. So. That's if I can sign in. I don't really remember. Yeah. You should change the anti-cheat name because it's gonna be easy for Most common developers to do this and get their anti-cheat bypassed. Yeah, I'll change it probably eventually. I just was adding it just to see if it worked. Oh, it does work. Thank you. So like if I am to... Okay, that still works, but at least I'm not no-clipping anymore. Thank you very much for that no-clip. That's going to hopefully fix... That will fix a lot of exploiting issues in the game. Now I kind of want to take a look through the code and see how it works. It's probably what? Is it like a run service thing? Like a... Let me take a look. I want to see how this works, actually. Because it's embarrassing. I don't know if Deep Woken doesn't have it anymore, but I'm pretty sure they don't even have no-clip, like, anti-cheat anymore. Okay, so you take the magnitude of the movement. Oh, that's cool, actually. Okay. Okay, so every frame you're checking the player, and if the player is, Good job making this. Thank you so much for making the script, man. I will definitely be using this. _G, bro, are we in the Stone Age? Hey, I didn't make it for reference. This other guy did, but honestly, he did a good job. I will, tell him, I'll tell you that. At least it works, you know? _G is just global, referring to global variables, but... I'll make more though. I don't know. I might have to wrap this stream up pretty soon, but if I'm still streaming by the time you are back, I mean, don't feel pressured though. You know. I mean, have you ever hired anyone? No, I have not. I have never hired any other developer to work on this game. Everything here is open source, or it's a paid asset, like from like a shop or something. There are no shops, or sorry, there's no like. I have no like. I guess. I'm trying to think of how to best say it. I've never like hired anybody like commission-wise to work on the game. So, I guess maybe that's probably what I would say. Some of these I might actually take, because some of these are really nice. Hilt Palm. Oh, it's like a pommel strike. That's actually really cool. I'll have to take some of those animations later, and I'll adjust those. Alright, let me take a look at the to-do list. Give me $10 and I'll recreate the whole Deep Woken map. Lol, just kidding. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, I would not want to pay anybody just $10 just to recreate the whole map. Honestly, $10 is a good deal, but you know. Have you checked out the new Server Authority? It's a really very powerful new anti-cheat, but I haven't bothered to use it yet. I've not heard of this. Let me take a look at this. Is it like in the in like dev form or something? Dev form Server Authority 2026. Server Authority is awful. Yeah. I haven't seen the new. If there's like a new one that they made and is actually good, like here. If the new Server Authority is like actually good, then I'd love it. But if it's like totally awful like the last one, then I don't know. If it's just another awful anti-cheat, then I don't know. Literally a must-have for any competitive game. Yeah, I'd say that. You should try Runways. It has the exact kind of game design that consistently works on Roblox. I'll have to take a look at it. You can't use any movement on the client. I don't know what you're referring to by that. Okay, there are no limitations to it, so I'm gonna have to wait. I forget. I don't know if I have any movement on the client side. You know what? Let's find out. I'll just enable server authority for like a couple seconds, and if that works, then wait. Now I think about it. Does it change or modify like your game if like I just change the server authority temporarily? Try to do any movement on the client, and you'll be teleported back. That's kind of nice. I'll say that. I mean, it's kind of nice that they do that, but it's probably also kind of unoptimal. Server authority will break your game. You need to rewrite a bunch of scripts. Like, oh, let's see here. All right, I'm going to change it to server. We'll see what happens. It probably will just break the entire game. Server authority is a pain. Unless you build it from the ground up with server authority in mind, you're going to need a massive rewrite. I probably won't use server authority. This is just, I want to see how much of the game properly functions with server authority implemented. However, I do not like the extra like 500 megabytes that were added. But since I can't do any movement, I probably will never use it. Oh my gosh, this is awful. Okay, yeah. Not even like 5 seconds into this, and I already don't like it. I heard Jailbreak's working hard on rewriting the game for server authority. Yeah, if they're, I mean, I wouldn't blame them because their game's full of it has like a lot of cheaters. It's had a bad problem with cheaters. Automatic, okay. We're sticking with client server replication. Yeah, I saw in the comments of the release video the dev saying he's very excited. Oh yeah, was it a CMO or bad CC? Because I've got a feeling it's a CMO. Yeah, no surprise. He's the builder, so he doesn't like know much about. I don't know if he knows how the program thing works. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he knows that like server authority will like take a long time to rewrite, and maybe he's just willing to take like the risk. But honestly, I don't blame him. Honestly, there are a lot of cheaters. Yeah, I see my thing, but server authority is cool. I don't think it's amazingly finished though. Yeah, debug and turning on server authority will make their game cooked. I mean, a fair amount of the games, like, there are a fair amount of cheaters in their game. Like, it's a genuine problem. Allegedly. I mean, again, I haven't played Deep Woken in, like, such a long time. But from what I remember, they have a really bad problem with cheaters. Like, a huge problem. I'd have to look, though. I'll have to, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll play Deep Woken on stream sometime. And we'll see how bad it is. Alright, that's just more free galleons. Roblox Rivals needs server authority for sure. That game has the most cheaters ever. I feel bad for whoever needs to rewrite thousands of lines of code since they have so many projectiles, etc. Hopefully, all of their projectiles are written using one framework so they can just adjust that one framework so that they don't have to worry about it too much and like it just changes, I guess, for everything. But if like they rewrote every projectile like one at a time, I would feel so bad for whatever developer subjected themselves to that. The documentation, in my opinion, isn't very good on it either. And as it's like brand new, the resources for it aren't good / exist. Yeah, it came out like last month, so I'll give it a little while. But yeah. Hey Nexus, how do you feel about the Fenby guy? I don't know, I mean, he seems like a nice guy. I mean, what do you mean? Like the fact that like he like knows how to make exploits and stuff? I mean, I don't see anything too dreadfully. I don't know, I mean, I don't really care too much. As long as you don't exploit in my game, I don't usually care too much about exploits too much. but I do not personally like exploiters in games. But I mean, if you do it, I guess, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it, but you know, it is what it is, man. If you're exploiting in a game, I mean, I personally don't agree with it, but whatever, it's fine. Exploiter cheat is a canon point for a lot of devs. Yes, that's true. I have seen a lot of it. I started making C# cheats for Unity games. That's crazy. I never have made cheats in a game, so I can't really like say much. That's probably why I don't really like cheats personally. But I feel like if you developed cheats at a certain point, maybe you might have a different view on it. I don't know though. I haven't like done cheat development or anti-cheat or any of that. It is good though if you are an exploiter. I guess it does give you a bit of an advantage, because now you know how all the systems how all the cheaters make their systems work. I made a cheat for 99 Nights in the Forest when it came out. That's crazy. Cheating shouldn't be normalized. I would agree. Honestly, the only reason cheating's really common in Roblox is because their server authority is really bad. I personally don't like cheating in video games, personally. I mean, I don't mind, client-sided stuff. If the game's meant to be modded and stuff, I don't mind that. But if it's a live multiplayer game, I usually don't like it. So yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I would exploit, but only to find one and report to. Yeah, that's good. What's it? I think the term's called white hat hackers. I don't mind those people. People finding vulnerabilities and reporting it. I have no problem with that. I just don't like it when, I don't know. I think I more have problems with black marketing in games than I do with some kinds of cheating. If you're modifying your client a little bit, just have a couple fancy things, no fog and stuff. Most of the time I wouldn't have a problem with that, but if you're doing stuff like auto parry or stuff like that, I guess I wouldn't be the biggest fan. The only reason I wrote cheats for a while is because I didn't have the motivation to start a new studio project and saw cheating as a way to make a feature in an already existing game. I guess. I just don't know. I don't know, cheats themselves, I'm not a big fan of them, but they do help, teach developers about cybersecurity, or not cybersecurity, but game anti-cheats. It's a good way to learn, client and server stuff through developing anti-cheats. I realize I've been walking around for 5 to 10 minutes in game, and I haven't done literally anything. Good thing is all these systems work, which I do really like. It's good that we got all these things working, so... But as an exploiter, the game might have lower players because half the Roblox players are exploiters, and some always play with cheats, so if the game has strict anti-cheat, they might leave. That is true. That is very, very true. I'm trying to think about I don't mind if you modify your client a bit, but if you're cheating for an inherent advantage, then I would rather not have exploiters in the game. But that's just my personal preference. All right, question, chat. Should I work on this game, or should I do you all want to move around and see? Do you guys want me to? Do you guys want to see other projects I've been working on, or? I guess you're right in the aspect that exploiters will probably leave, but also I would say that you probably don't want exploiters in your game personally. Again, Minecraft modders. I guess you could say for example, I think those people, I have no problem with modders. If your game's meant to be modified, then I don't mind it, but if you're messing with a live service multiplayer game, I usually I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm gonna look at your first ever game so I can see the beginners. All right. Do you all want to see beginning of all my stuff? I'm not gonna start with free model stuff because I know that stuff's like totally garbage. So we're gonna ignore all the. By the way, be sure to check your free model thingies because some of them have malicious scripts that backdoors for your game, which is like having overpowered hacks to get developer. How tubers hacked? Yeah, I have already run those checks already. Thank you very much for reminding me. I will do that when the game like releases. I'll run like a final check just to make sure. But yeah, I'll thank you very much for reminding me. I will check that actually later. I'll check that. Let's see here. If you hack to ruin players' experience, genuinely okay. I would disagree with that personally. I mean, I would say, I mean, I don't really like that, but you know, calm down, man. I wouldn't say it's that deep, but you know, I would personally say that that's probably not. It's not that deep, but I would say, just you know, I don't know how to best explain. Nah, I usually don't hack games. I normally just do it to report to the devs. Yeah, like that's a good system. I don't mind that. White hat hacking is personally like, I mean, you're learning both cybersecurity, I guess, basics, as well as you're also like helping other people out, and you can make a lot of money off it. So, for those of you who enjoy that, I would definitely say white hat hacking is a really good system. I usually just test to see how good. Huh? Oh, I think you're. Oh, I think I tried. I think what you're trying to say. All right, this is the first game. You all remember? I think it's called Speedrun 4. I think it was. This was like the first fully scripted game I probably made, and this was like really easy because it was just like abusing touch events, and I was learning building. So it's not really, you know, the greatest, but it's a game, you know. Could I make this jump? Let's see. Okay, I can. Okay, so it does work still, and there's still chat in the game. I don't know how it works or why it's doing that, but I guess it partially works, I guess. So yeah, that was my first game. Like honestly, I bet every game has at least 3 memory leaks. All right, let's find out. Let's count the memory leaks. Okay, I don't think that's a memory leak. You might, if any of you see a memory leak, let me know. I want to find out. I want to find out how many memory leaks this game has. And also if it has exploits, let me know as well, because it probably could be exploited really easily. Actually, I know that for a fact because I don't have anti-no-clip, I don't have anti-fly, I don't have any of that. Is your game gonna be under 16 or under 13? Probably. I'm gonna try to keep it for like maybe like 13 plus is the goal for the game. Is like maybe 12, 13 plus. Memory leaks are just connections inside other connections that never get disconnected for FYI. Yeah. I don't think I have any like connections that like inside other connections, so I don't have that memory leak. I don't think I have memory leaks there. But if I probably took a look at other games, I could find memory leaks, like some of the other prototypes. Ooh, let's see here. If anything's interesting, let me know. I might not be able to show because there are some things in here that I realized, like I used for learning, and I realized they're actually leaked assets. So some of these things I might not be able to show on stream, but some of these things I might be able to show. I'm gonna have to archive a lot of the what's it called, the leaked stuff. Man, I'm not 13 or 13 plus. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it for the lowest age group I possibly can, but again, I can't guarantee that, unfortunately. I'll try my best though to get it as low as possible, like age group wise. I'll try to keep the game like as like low as age group wise, and then I'll probably just divide player groups by like I don't want to. I don't know if I want to divide players by their age group or not, but I might have to just to prevent the weird people from getting into the game. How am I going to play your game, man? I'm not old enough. 1,000 Robux, but not guaranteed. What do you mean? Is that for like? Is that for like the game review thing, or Oh, here's my first combat system. I'm pretty sure this might be the first combat system I think I ever made. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I would do a review, or I guess I don't know how. But if there's a way I can like get the game like up for like younger people, it would work. Fenby, invent a time machine. Whatever it takes, we have to play this game. I don't know about that one. The older versions of the game was really mid. Ooh. Oh, the enemy AI breaks instantly. I forgot about that. Use a 3D face of a realistic old man and scan it. That's actually a really smart idea. I would do that. It's just, I don't know. I think there's something in the TOS. The ironic thing is that it's still better than Blox Fruits. Yeah, but also that's like, anything's practically better than that game. Blox Fruits isn't very good in my opinion. What the heck? Okay, so I'm like... What the heck? Okay, my hand's like really weirdly positioned. OMG, you have a sleeping mechanic. Yeah, I guess I do now. This was the shop system, like the original iteration of the shop system. For those of you who don't remember, I think this game was, okay, I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember this, but there was a game called Anime Legends. It was like gonna come out like in 2021, never came out ever. And that was what this game was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the game that would actually come out, but it never did. So, there's the lore. And yes, I'm pretty sure half these animations are probably not like actually legitimately I'm probably not actually able to use half these animations, but I don't know, I got access to them like a while ago from something else. Parrying. Oh. Why do you have knee? Why do they all... No, that's... okay, so I turned the contrast really, really high up. Pretty much, you see this little, like... It's a stun indicator, so here. Okay, I can't get... As you see, it turns red whenever they get hit. So it's just like a stun indicator so that I know when, like, the AIs are stunned. It's just to make sure that, like, it's stun damage is balanced. The original mission board system I made, as you can tell, the UI is very similar to the original. Yeah, I know, it's a joke since they're all connected. The head looks like hair. That's fair, I guess. Honestly. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I should not have made it that close to their head, but... I don't know. Younger me, I guess, didn't realize that. I was more focused on making a big game or something. Peak afro hair. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Let's see here. So yeah, that's that game. It wasn't pretty good, but it's close enough. Alright, do you all want to see the original Marooned? Making a saturated slop lighting game is a canon event. Yes, that's true. Alright, do you all want to see the original Marooned game? Will there be guns in your game? I will try to implement, like... They're kind of gonna be, but they're practically just gonna be like the Deep Woken ones, where they're just, like, long-ranged swords, practically. Alright, this is the original. So pretty much, this game got so unorganized really quickly that I practically rewrote the entire game into the new version that you guys see now, or that you guys know of now. What? Oh, shoot. I'm already... Oh. Okay, so that's how that... And also, yes, the lighting is taken directly from... I'm trying to parry the old way, like the new way. As you can see, like, this game is really awfully made. Thanks. Thank you very much, Fenby. This game took a while. Oh my gosh, that face. I forgot. Alright, let's take a look. This was like the shaking bush test. I was trying to make the bushes work naturally. I didn't have, like, the original mission board was a UI. The face doesn't look really good, but it is what it is. Actually, I don't know if I have it. If you look in testing footage of like, somewhere in my on the YouTube channel, there was an original, like, I had footage from, like, when I started developing it, and you'll see these, like, faces and these assets, because they are the exact same asset I just reused. Let's see here. That's the dialogue test. That's the character customization test node. Here we go. No. Oh yeah, and the NPC had like this really weird like LOS or line of sight system. Is the game when the game gonna come out? You can predict it. Honestly, if you want to know the truth, I have absolutely zero clue. I don't even know if the game's gonna come out because honestly, the problem is unfortunately with Roblox's like really awful system for like I don't know, like the moderation's just so bad that I honestly probably can't release the game. So I would have to verify my ID or do something just to really get access to publish the game. But if I can somehow, like by some miraculous miracle, either like get the account ID verified or like, you know, not maybe, or maybe they just revert the change entirely and they realize that they, you know, did something like really bad, then the game will come out probably whenever I can make it come out, as soon as I can. Like even if it's just a boring test plate, I will still probably put it out so people can at least test it. Your ID to Roblox is definitely gonna get leaked. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm not gonna give it, and if I do, it's not gonna be my real one. So that's probably the entirety of this game. I think this guy, I forget, I think that enemy has infinite HP, so... Yeah, here's the quest. This is the bounty system, so pretty much you can just click on a person and hunt them down. Not real one. What do you mean not real one with a question mark? I guess I'm confused, perhaps. Next is doing identity fraud. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm probably not gonna, like, honestly, if you want the honest truth, it's probably just gonna be that I'm not gonna put any ID into the system, and I will not, you know, do anything until they revert the changes. Probably the worst case scenario is I just upload the entire source code, and I, like, I just open source the entirety of the game when it's done. Your voice sounds like the voice of a cracked chess player. Unfortunately, I'm not good at chess, so... Thank you for the compliment. However, I'm not good at chess at all. I'm maybe like 700 elo max. My account is ID verify 18+. If you ever need a platform to publish, you can make a holder account, and I'll give perms in my test place group, and you can upload it through there. Thank you for your offer. I might actually take you up on that if need be. But yeah, oh wait, fishing. I forgot about this. It's not any good, probably, if I had to give it maybe like 5-10 minutes, this thing's probably not really good. But, let's see. I don't think this thing even has data store. Oh, this is the original fishing minigame. Oh, Yeah, this is the riveting gameplay that I had planned. So luckily you don't have to deal with that. Stunning UI. Yeah, I know, right? Such stunning UI. Settings. Okay, this is the original. Block parry on or off. Yeah, as you see, I never finished this. I was like getting toward the settings menu and then I stopped. But the new settings menu in the new game is the brand new one. Map, same thing. Skills. This is the old skills menu. Stats, closer. But yeah, a lot of the stuff got reworked, like the UI and stuff, just because it was really, really bad. So yeah, that was the original Marooned. Let me see if do I have any other? Okay, I do have a lot of them. Modeling a house studio. Have you ever done commissions? I did commissions like a really long time ago, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. So I did definitely do commissions. They weren't any good though. So like if you're looking for like, oh yeah, what kind of commissions did you do? They weren't any good. Like I made them in 5 to 10 minutes maybe. I'll send you a picture later when I get done so you can rate it. I did 4 commissions and I got scammed 4 times. That has to be like the most awful luck I have ever heard of, man. That is actually insane. That is deeply unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Trying to think of what I can show and what I can't show. Because like some of these games aren't finished. I did 5 commissions. 5 were canceled due to the Roblox update. Honestly, if I were the commissioner, I would have done the exact same thing, honestly. I would have just said sorry for the inconvenience, but I'm not publishing anything on this platform. And to their aspect, I don't blame them, honestly. If I was to make a game, I'd also probably make it in like Unity or Unreal Engine at this point. Or no, probably Godot, actually. Because Godot, I mean, it'd take a while to get used to the UI, but it'd probably be better than whatever the heck's going on right now. Let's see here. Okay, I don't think I ever showed this. So if you're not in the Discord server, you have not seen this before. However, for those of you who have seen for those of you who are in the Discord, you'll know what this is. However, for those of you who aren't, pretty much this is never going to be a game, by the way, so just, you know. And actually, this is going to be open source as well, probably, since the original engine's open source. So I'll probably make an open source channel in the Discord, like, pretty soon. And I'm probably going to get copyrighted for the SFX, so I'm going to go real quick. Settings, where is it? There we go, now I won't get copyrighted. No, I don't want Disney. I want Discord. All right, I'm gonna put Discord up on my other thing. So like, I'll probably open source just the files to this game, or sorry, to this like test demo. So yeah, this was a test. For those of you who remember the Eclipse project I showed, this was like an example of how I could implement cinematics into the game. Yeah, so it's kind of lame, but I was working on the game with 5 people and had to fire them when the 16 plus thing came out, where you had to pay 100k Robux to unlock your game for every age group because the game was for a younger audience. That was so dumb. Oh my gosh. Seems this thing is really bad and buggy, but I'll probably release this once I fix the bugs. And also, before you ask, no, I did not write this. This thing is absolutely awful. I'm gonna need to rewrite this. Yeah, it seems that this thing has a lot of bad bugs, so just keep that in mind. I'll fix these eventually. So I see the issue now, and that's when like it wraps around like someplace your monitor can't see. You can also see the lip sync features I added into the original system as well. Let's see here. I probably, and also I never animated this. I literally just did like idle animations because honestly, this isn't bad at all. Thank you. This is a modified variant of, I think it's called Steven's Visual Novel Engine or something like that. So it was originally meant for visual novels, but I recoded it to act as a Telltale engine. So for those of you who remember like Minecraft story mode and stuff like that, it operates very similar to how that engine works. So oh yeah, and this will like blank will remember that thing. So yeah, that's just a little demo. It's really easy to implement. I'll show you like code-wise how it looks. Let's see here. Code base wise, it's somewhat easy to implement. Nope, this isn't it. That's the content provider load. So yeah, this is just an example. So yeah, I'll eventually open source. I'll make an open source section as well in my in the Discord real quick, and I'll probably put it out there somewhere. So for those of you interested, I will probably put that out. Okay, who pinged me in over here? Okay, never mind. All right, form. I'll just call this open source. I know nobody's probably going to post in here. I'm probably just going to post in here, like, occasionally, but you know what? It is what it is. All right. I probably could show more, but honestly, not many are worth looking at. What's the most impressive thing you've done in Roblox Studio? I once etched a video of somebody making a neural network for a Roblox ping pong game. Wait, actually? That's possible? Alright. Oh, wow, you actually can make a neural network. And I can use Roblox's servers for it, too. How kind of them. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, wow, there is, like, an actual library for making neural networks. I might have to take a look at that, unironically. I don't think it has CUDA support, which is kind of unfortunate, but, honestly, I might have to take a look at that. Alright. I think that's probably where I'm going to wrap up the stream, though. So, thank you all for hopping on the stream, and, I mean, honestly, just thank you for being here. I'll see you on the next one. It might be a week or so, because I've got schoolwork and stuff to attend to now that it's, you know, that time again. But, yeah. Thank you very much. Relics was taken. Cool streaming to do so. Thank you very much. And with that, all that out of the way, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.